Welcome back to our conversation about the state budget and its finances and the economy with Evan Horowitz of the Center for State Policy Analysis at Tisch College, Tufts University. So, Evan, Governor Healy has indicated that we're going to spend close to $100 million on the emergency shelter system to deal with the surge of migrants into the state in the current fiscal year, and another close to close to $1 billion, I beg your pardon, close to $1 billion in the next fiscal year. And Speaker Mariano was quoted the other day saying, you know, it's becoming harder and harder to figure out how we're going to support this kind of thing. What is going on here? Again, that doesn't seem like that much money in the broader context of the state budget. I mean,
it's a lot of money if you didn't expect to spend it. Yep. If you had allocated all of your dollars and suddenly there's a $1 billion bill that you didn't anticipate, right. That's a lot of money. What surprises me about Mariano's position there and the legislative position more generally is that the governor has proposed a plan, has said, you know what, we have this savings account. If you just give me control of this savings account, then I'll have enough money to handle this issue for the rest of this year and next year. That's what I need. And then we don't have to fight about it anymore. And I would think as legislators that you would just say, yeah, that's great. I don't want to have a fight with you every 3 months about how we can help people who are coming into the state and really struggling. How do we help vulnerable immigrant families who have asylum claims not end up on our streets? Like, is it expensive? Yeah, but there aren't great ways around it, so we're going to have to spend this money. Let's not fight about it. Just you make it your problem. We'll focus on the things we care about. Obviously, they're not choosing to do that. They're choosing to maybe fight about it, but that surprises me.
Well, maybe because they see the issue as politically volatile, and it certainly can be. I promised a little talk about the overall health of the economy. There was an interesting analysis of the governor's economic development plan in the paper the other day that quoted one analyst of the artificial intelligence industry saying that Massachusetts is kind of behind the 8 ball when it comes to getting our share of this sector because, and the quote was, the perception is there are no unicorn companies in Boston, no venture capitalists, and no support, end quote. Is there any truth to that?
I have been surprised, as someone who is really kind of passionate about AI and gotten really activated about AI, about the lack of kind of legislative and economic development interest in this area. So I do think that this is an opportunity for the state to look back at the success it had in the life science initiative. So, you know, 2 decades ago or so, the state said, you know what, we really want to build a life science, bioscience industry. We're going to put some money into it. We're going to invest in it. And they did. And we have had a very successful run there. I think it's an opportunity for the state to do the same thing now with AI, to say, you know what, we want to be the home for, pick something, AI drug development. We're going to do tax cuts or tax breaks for that industry. We're going to invest in it and build it up. And not only are they not doing that, there's not a lot of momentum around something like that. And I think it is a real opportunity. More broadly, though, is that affecting the state economy? Not in any way we can see right now. I don't have big concerns about the state economy, but to connect the earlier conversation about the budget with this one thing that has been really surprising to me is that the shortfall in tax revenue, part of it is about sales taxes. Sales taxes are running short. And I wish I understood why that is. If the economy is strong, then people should be buying things, and that should translate almost immediately into strong sales taxes. The fact that we don't means either A, people aren't buying things the way we would expect, or B, stores aren't remitting sales taxes to the state. Neither of these makes much sense to me, but something is going on, and that something could be a sign of broader troubles in the state economy.
Well, you know, when you look at your fuel bill, when you look at housing costs, when you look at food, I can't say I'm surprised that people are maybe contracting their spending, but that's not a Massachusetts-specific issue, but certainly one we do have here.
That's true. I think what's surprising about it is we don't see the same thing on the income side. When you look at paychecks, right. Paychecks are going up pretty strongly. So it's the divergence between, well, people aren't earning less, even in real terms, but they are spending less. You would think maybe they're saving a lot, but actually no, the savings rate doesn't seem to be high. So there's some kind of mismatch that needs to be explained. And one potential answer is, well, this is the beginning of a broader economic problem. Is that my best guess? No, probably not. But it's out there, and I'm more concerned about it than I was a month ago, 3 months ago.
Well, we'll be counting on you at the center and others to keep close eye on this, and we'll check back in with you down the road a piece. Evan, thank you.
Thank you for having me.